Good afternoon, everyone. So you can hear me properly? Okay. So today from the chapter heredity only one part is left, that is sex determination. So first I will discuss about the sex determination in case of humans, and after that you will tell me if you are having any problems related to this chapter. Okay. So first I will discuss about the sex determination in case of human. So for that we have to know that what criteria humans are having. Like human are unisexual. That means we in human both male and female reproductive system is present in different individual. For male reproductive system they are having different criteria and different body, and for female different. Okay, that's why we can say that we are unisexual. Why? Because male and female reproductive systems are present, two different structures. Okay, now in case of human, you know that sexual reproduction can be seen. So what is the number of chromosomes in case of human? What is the number of chromosomes in case of human? As you know that the chromosome number is fixed for different individuals. Okay, so for different individuals they are having different chromosome numbers, and in case of human, very good Soumyadeep and Shatadip. So it is the number of chromosome is 46, or we can call it 23 pairs. And in this particular chromosome it can be divided into two. What are they? Autosome or body chromosome and allosome or sex chromosome. So what are they? Okay, so what is the number? The for autosome or body chromosome it is 22 pairs, or we can call it 44. Among the 46 chromosome or 23 pairs, the number of, yes Amit, you are right, that is number of autosome or body chromosome is 22 pair or 42. So with the help of this body chromosome, the genetic normal characteristics of our body will be expressed. Okay, and one pair of sex chromosomes or allosomes are present. Okay, so what are they? And these sex chromosomes are different in case of both male and female. Now we will know that what type of chromosomes can be found in case of both male and female. In case of male, the sex chromosomes are X and Y, and in case of female it is X and X. Okay, so males are having two different chromosomes, one X and one Y. That's why this can be considered as heterogamety. Hetero means different, as males are having two different chromosomes, that's why it is called as heterogamety or heterogametes. And in case of female we can see both the chromosomes are same, that means both are X, and this is called as homogamity or homogametes. Okay. So now from the what happens at the time of reproduction, first from the female body egg or ova will be produced, and from the male body sperms or male gametes will be produced, and after that what will happen, that fertilization of these two gametes will take place and zygote will be formed, and zygote will start to develop continuously, and they will form some structures like morula, blastula, and ultimately after the 9 months a baby will be formed. Mature baby will be released from the mother's womb. You know that the term, that is parturition. Okay, so now from these at the time of from this sex chromosome at the time of gamete formation, what may happen, or how will you define that as what will be the sex of the child? The child will be baby boy or baby girl. How will you know? So from at the time of gamete formation from the male, what we will get? These two, and from female these two, right? So you have done this monohybrid cross, so you know. So now if I write it in the checkerboard, so male and female, now I will write down the chromosomes, that is gametes, that is first male X and Y, and on the other side X and X. Now in the first box X and X, second box X and Y, third box X and X, fourth box X and Y. Okay. So what will be the possible combination of having a boy child or girl? Now we will find out the ratio. So for boy, male or boy will have always XY, so number is 2. Boy 2 and girl also 2. Sorry, boy not child, girl. Okay, so the ratio is 1:1. Very good. So the probability is 50%. Chances are 50-50. The chances of the child of being a boy or girl is, and you can say that this is totally a chance factor. Okay, we can't do anything with that. This is totally a chance factor, and chances are 50-50. Okay, so the child may be a boy or a girl. And you have to remember one thing, that as females are having both the X and males are having XY, so a child will be baby boy or girl, that is totally dependent on the male or the father. Female or the mother is having no role in the determination of the sex of the child. Why? Because they are providing both the X chromosome. Okay, so we can conclude from this that half of the children will be boys and half will be girls, and all children will inherit. And another important thing, that all children will inherit an X chromosome from the mother, regardless of whether they are boy or girl. Why? Because if the child is a boy, they will get the X from the Y from the father, and they will get 1X from the mother. If the child is girl, again the child 1X will be gained by from mother and 1X from the father. So both boy and girl will get X chromosome, 1X chromosome from the mother, and thus the sex of the children will be determined by what they inherit from their father. Okay, so the sex of the child will be totally dependent on that, on which chromosome they are inheriting from the father. Okay, a child who inherits an X chromosome from her father will be a girl, and one who inherits a Y chromosome from him will be a boy. Okay, so that is how the sex of the newborn individual is determined. Okay, so clear everyone? And as you know that there is some difference in between the size of this chromosome. X chromosome is having the normal size, but Y chromosome is quite shorter in size. Okay, they are having in difference in the size of the chromosome. So with that I am completing the chapter heredity. So the ratio, okay, just check. It would be better if we write, as I have written boys and girls, you are getting confusion. So better if I write XX and XY. So what is the number of XX? 1 and 2, I have written 2. Number of XY, 2, I have written 2. So ratio is 1:1. Now if I want to find out the percentage, what we will get? That 50-50, the chances of having a girl child or boy child is 50%. Okay, so that is the ratio. That means XX means girl, XY means boy. Clear, Devjit, now? Okay, so everyone, this is your homework, that means for Puja vacation. You have to read that chapter very well. After the Puja vacation, I will ask question from this chapter. And today, in my previous class, I have told you that I will provide you some problems which are related with the blood groups. So let me provide you some. And before that, let me provide you another one problem. Try to solve it. Just a minute. Now, if I say that is the chapter heredity. Ronak, the chapter heredity. Blood grouping, it may be asked because they are not mentioned in this particular lesson, but questions are there. That's why I will tell you how to solve it. It is better if you know. If question doesn't come, it will not harm you, right? It will be good for you for your higher classes if you know from the class 10. Okay. Okay, let me show you that. In human, blood group is ABO blood group. It is called as ABO blood group. Okay, that means in human we know that we are having 4 types of blood groups. Okay, what are they? Blood group A, blood group B, blood group AB, and blood group O. Okay, so as I have mentioned that in my previous class that there are some deviations of, I was answering because codominance. No, I have told that one. Codominance not in your book, but look in the questions of your NCERT, that is page number 147. You can see that a question is there. In the question number 3, in text question, check. They didn't mention, but they have provided the a problem that is which is one is dominant or recessive like that. So for that you have to know. So these 4 types of blood groups can be present in human. So as I have told you that there are some deviations of Mendel's law, like I have explained incomplete dominance, codominance. So in this particular ABO blood group system, it is the example of codominance, and another one that is multiple alleles. Okay. So what is the meaning of that? That in this particular one, both A and B are dominant over the O. Okay, so recessive one is O and both A and B are dominant. That is the different one or exception one you can say. So for this one, how will you write the genotype of the blood group A? So for that we should write like that. For the blood group A, genotype will be IAIA. So that is the homozygous condition. As both are same, so that is the homozygous condition. And it may have another alternative form, that is IAIO, and this is the heterozygous condition. Okay. So for blood group A, the genotype may be IAIA or IAIO. IAIA is the homozygous and IAIO is the heterozygous. As I have mentioned, both A and B are dominant and O is recessive. So just imagine, there was one capital T and one small t, and the plant was expressing a tall characteristic like that. So in this one dominant, one recessive is present, but it will express the dominant one, so the blood group will A. So now you will tell me what will be the for blood group B. So first one will be, I am writing IB. Again that is the homozygous condition, and the second one is IBIO. Very good. IBIO. Now for blood group AB, as both are dominant, so what will be the for blood group AB? That is, will you tell me? IAIB. Very good. IAIB. So both are dominant, and for blood group O, what will be? IO. It is these two are having only one form, but for blood group AB, it is having, it may be homozygous or heterozygous. So if they ask that a person is having blood group A marries with a person who is having blood group B, then what will be the blood group of the child? Like that. Now try to solve one problem I am providing you, that father is having blood group A and the mother is having blood group B. So what will be, or what possible blood groups can be found in the child? Find it out. You can take the help from the checkerboard. Okay, it will be very easy. So I am repeating, if father is having blood group A, mother is having blood group B, then what will be the blood group of the child? That is the question. Try to solve. If you can't, after that I will show you. Devjit, which one you can't understand? Please tell me. Satodev, how? Devjit, please tell me which one, so that I can repeat. This one. Look, in case of human, we are having ABO blood group system. That means in human, 4 types of blood groups, 4 options are there. That means a person may be of having A or B or AB or O. Okay, Somadeep, Noreen, Satodeep, tell me the percentage also. Okay, Devjit, listen. So if a person is having blood group A, The genotype may be written like that. It may be IA. That means both the same, so that condition is considered as homozygous condition. Or it may be IAIO. It is considered as heterozygous condition, and in this particular case both the blood group A and B are dominant and blood group O is recessive. So as it is like that, so it will express the dominant one, so the blood group will be A, and same for blood group B. Okay, so both the blood group A and B will have these two types of genotypes, and for blood group AB only one is available, that is IA/IB, and for blood group O it will be IO/IO. Okay, so from this you can find out the blood group of the child if you know the blood group of the father and mother. Clear? Percentage, Somadeep, Devjit, clear? Okay, Devjit, try to solve this one. If you can do this one, then you will come to know that it's clear to you. Try to do it by your own. After that, I will do it on the board. So, look, if a person is having blood group A, that means father, and if mother is having blood group B, then what may be the genotype for blood group A? And for genotype of blood group B, then gametes will be like that. Now we can write it down in the checkerboard. IA, IB. So the blood group IAB, IAIB, IAIB. Ma'am, ratio will be 20%. Yes, that is the right answer. Look, here I have provided you only the blood group. I didn't mention that they are present in homozygous condition or heterozygous condition, because if I consider both are homozygous condition like this one, so what we can get that all the child will be of blood group AB. So the 100% of the child will express the AB blood group. Okay, yes, if it is homozygous condition. Now, if it is heterozygous, so what we can see, that is that IAIO, IBIO, so the gametes will be like that, and from the checkerboard what we can get, IAIO, IBIO. So the child will be IAIO, IBIO, IAIB, IBIO, IAIO and IOIO. So in this particular case we can get all the, look, this one blood group AB, this one B, this one A and this one O. So that is the ratio is 1:1:1:1. That means the chances are 25%. Okay, now if I consider that the condition is like that, mother is homozygous and father is heterozygous, then what we will get? We will get different result. So you have to remember that in the question they have mentioned this one or not. Okay, if they mention that it is the homozygous or heterozygous, then you can do it easily. But if they don't, then you have to show them all the possible combinations we can get from these blood groups. Clear everyone? Now can you do this? Yes, Somadeep, ma'am, can there be many combinations, because only one of the parents may Yes, yes, yes. If father is hereditary, exactly that's what I was saying, that we can change it. Okay, so if they don't mention, so you have to show all the possible combinations which may come, and if they mention, then it will be very easy for you. Yes, yes, yes. So clear? Yes, yes. So clear everyone? Any doubt from this part? So try to solve it. Like I am providing you two conditions. Write it down everyone. Father is having blood group AB and mother is having blood group O. Father AB and mother O, then what will be the possible combination, or what will be the blood group of the child? Find out the ratio. And the next problem is, so father is AB, mother is O. Don't tell right now, that is your homework, okay? So everyone, you have to do it like that, okay? And in my next class I will check this one. Next, another problem I am providing you for your homework, that is, if mother is having homozygous, second problem is mother is having blood group B in homozygous condition, and father is having blood group A in heterozygous condition. Mother blood group B in homozygous condition and father blood group A in the heterozygous condition. And third number, okay, no need, just do that one. Okay, after the puja vacation I will ask you the answer. Okay, so everyone, happy puja, and I will suggest you everyone that if you go out in this puja, so please wear mask. Okay, don't move out from your home without wearing mask, and the mask should be in proper place. That means with like that mask should cover your nose and mouth. Okay, not only mouth or not only nose, you have to follow that part, that the mask should cover your nose and mouth. You have seen how I wear mask whenever, not when I am taking your classes, but when I come at the first, then you have all of you have seen. Okay, so if you move out from your home, as you know that this is the festive season and many people will roam around or move out, so you have to maintain this hygiene for your own safety and including your family also. Okay, so stay safe, stay healthy everyone, and enjoy your puja. Okay, so we will meet again after the puja vacation. So thank you and bye bye everyone. Noreen, have you got this one? You have asked me to repeat. I didn't see. Have you got, or should I repeat? Okay, didn't get. Okay, please anyone, please write it down, the second question. Shomodi, please write it down, or Shatadi, please write it down. Help your friend. Okay. Thank you, Shatadeep. So, Noreen, please check it. Okay, Somodeep, thank you. So Noreen, check it, okay, and do it at your home. So bye bye and thank you everyone.